Romeo calls himself the perfect gentleman. Well, I don't think that's the perfect gentleman because the word perfect does not exist. I mean, really, if you're perfect, then, you know, you would be next to God, I guess.
True.
Everyone's got flaws. Probably you can be 90% gentleman. What is the perfect gentleman is what you want to ask. What does the girl want? You see, yet again, it comes down to what the girl wants.
Yeah.
I feel that if she's the type of girl that does not need the door that needs to be opened for her, or does not need the chair to be pulled for her, but if she's the type of girl that wants you to just look at her and take her problems away, then you are the perfect gentleman for her.
Right.
Then you've got the other side of the girls who are like, oh my God, please open the door for me, my nails are being done, and please pull the chair for me because my legs are too heavy.
Yeah.
Then you are the perfect gentleman for her.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, then you're just a complete donkey, I guess. I think the perfect gentleman would depend on who's on the receiving end, really. Coming from this industry, I meet a lot of different people. For me, an interesting woman would be a woman who knows how to hold a conversation and is confident in her own ways. I don't know if this is going to sound all downhill or whatever, but you know, everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. You can be a really skinny girl with nothing to show off, and you should still have that sort of confidence. Even if you're a big girl who's mega plus sized or whatever, it doesn't matter. You should still carry yourself. But of course, then that comes the definition of don't be overconfident lah. Right? So a confident woman who knows how to carry a conversation, it doesn't mean that she needs to be intellectually stimulating. That would be a plus point. But if she, you know what I mean by carrying a conversation. Even small talk is considered conversation. It doesn't mean that we need to go deep into rocket science to talk about something. It's be like, hey, over a cup of coffee, like, oh, you know, what do you do? And I do this, I do that, and from there, it's about bouncing the conversation.
Yeah.
So it's about holding that conversation. Because some people just go into this zone where they just suddenly keep quiet. This is probably a direct quote from Tan Sri Tony Fernandez, but you all should always dream. Be a dreamer. If you stop dreaming, you're in trouble. And of course, it's just not about dreaming. It's about chasing the dream. You know, it's good to dream big, but I would also say dream within your means. And then work towards that, and then work and keep working. So you can't just say, get up one day and say, I want to own $1 million house. You've got to start somewhere. So my direction that way, if I woke up one day and said, I want to own $1 million house, is I would either really look really hard for $1 million job, or I would plan my journey towards that $1 million house. So I would probably work, save, invest in a small house. And then obviously the value would appreciate. And then sell that small house and buy the big house. And then from there, work. I mean, you know, Tony Fernandez didn't have a 200 fleet overnight. He started off with one plane and then built the fleet, right? So, and then that's, I guess, yeah. So if you want to pursue something, you should dream and remember, this is another, oh my God, suddenly I have like full of quotes, right? I read this somewhere and I still live by it. A plan has to fail in order for it to work. Okay. I know it's deep, man, but it makes a lot of sense. Because can you imagine the guy who built the light bulb? How many times he would have exploded light bulbs? If he had given up, we won't have light today. He would have just failed, and one day, eureka, you get light. So yeah, when a plan fails, don't just give up. Work around it, and then there's always solutions to something.